Are you, well, just so that everybody knows where you're coming from, are you a Satanist as well?
I am not a Satanist, no. I briefly worked with the Goetia. Do you know anything about the Goetia?
Nope. And I guarantee our listeners don't either.
Okay, so the Goetia, it is actually, they're demons.
Okay.
So there is a bunch of books that you can look into, and there's something called the Lesser Key of Solomon. This is Solomon from the Bible, and he was known as like the wisest man.
Is that King Solomon?
King Solomon?
King Solomon,
yeah. He's got a... I've just been reading his book, his like King Solomon's Riches.
He got some
like
gold out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Really? See, I haven't looked into that at all.
Yeah, he has something like where, I'll tell you exactly what the title is, but he was like, it's kind of like similar to a Think and Grow Rich type of thing. King Solomon Financial Wisdom.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so he, along with that, he has this thing called the Lesser Keys of Solomon, and it's all about how he was able to use the wisdom from God to tame biblical Mesopotamian demons. So from that, like Aleister Crowley, he wrote a book called the Ars Goetia, and it is all about the rituals and how to basically summon and trap demons and make them do your bidding.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you can summon and trap a demon.
You shouldn't, but you can.
Okay. And make them do your bidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you listened to Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill at all?
No.
It's a self-help deal.
I got about 30 minutes left of that.
Yeah. And he...
it's interesting.
What's interesting is that from the context of the plot device, he traps the devil into telling him the truth.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, going on with what you're saying, so what was it, Goetia you said?
Yeah, the Goetia.
And now you've personally experienced trapping these?
I don't trap them. So when I got into it, the person who brought me into it, he was very much like, hey, like, you don't trap them. Because there's this pretty ancient story, and it's a German story about this man. His name is like Dr. Faust. And he tried to essentially trick Mephistopheles into being like the one for him, doing his bidding, making sure everything. And he actually had like a woman named Gretchen fall in love with him, stuff like that. He tried to control it so much, and then he, brutally was murdered for what he did.
Yep.
So. Which
gives us the term today, Faustian ambition.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, so with that, like, we can definitely see a lot of aspects of Mephistopheles in modern-day Satan, but Satan is also another demon.
I don't know about Mephistopheles. Who's Mephistopheles?
He's just like a German demon who people pretend is Satan when it's just kind of separate. What do you mean they pretend? They kind of like...
They bunch them together?
Yeah. Satan is definitely like a huge... Like, Lucifer is the fallen angel.
Right. He aspired to... He wanted to be as powerful as God, and then he was banished down there.
Yes, yeah. And then there's Satan, who's actually a demon who is below him, but he gets grouped into that typically.
Yeah, I thought Satan and Lucifer...
Beelzebub, so these are not... different names for the fallen angel. These are different demons in themselves.
Yeah, so he like rules legions of demons. Okay. Yeah, I've personally...
So who's his number... I'm sorry. Who's his number 2 demon? Is Lucifer number 1? He's the head honcho?
Yeah, Lucifer is normally number 1.
Would Satan like kind of be his number 2?
Sometimes it's portrayed that way. Other times it is portrayed as Beelzebub or Baal.